Okay, welcome back. Now, as stated prior, next step is the main instrument panel, and as I've said, I did start it. So this is what you're looking at right now, is the bottom half of the center main instrument panel. So above here will be a couple of tablets with which will be ECAM screens and ISIS and a few other gauges as well. So using this is actually the 12mm plywood, no, not plywood, MDF. Now super soft, as all MDF is. So one little trick is because I'm screwing one section of MDF into the other, so I've got 12mm to play with there. So what I've gone and done is I've pre-drilled some holes, so that way I'm not going to split the MDF when I'm putting the screws in, which I'm about to do right now. As such, now it's going to be a bit tricky screwing these two sections on, because I've got just sitting on top of each end is sitting on top of each other. So again, the purists might be reaching for their vomit bucket, but I don't give a rat's ass. What I'm going to do, like with the side stick box, just use this as an example. Bit of offcut, just on it inside there, and secure it top and bottom off. Two on the top section here and two on the bottom, and it's not going to go anywhere whatsoever. Alright, so I solved the dilemma of the uneven piece down the bottom. Now I ran into a different dilemma. I said I was going to put some blocks on the inside so I could join this piece onto this piece nice and easy, but then I realised these horizontal pieces are not going to be able to be fixed. So what I'm going to do here is I've cut it to size, it's all ready to go. I'm going to pre-drill some holes along the side, secure this top part to here, and then another board will go on top here before those side pieces go on. And when those side pieces go on, that's when I'll put some supports on the inside there. And again, it's all going to be hidden, not going to be seen behind the MIP. So, yet again, let's get stuck back into it. Sorry folks, it's going to be a drawn out process. Much better videos on home cockpit builds out there, but hopefully I can show you, and if you learn from my mistakes, then that's all, we're all happy as Larry then. Alright, with a lot of frigging around, I finally worked it out. Okay, so what I've done, I've put two supports under there, and I've recut this piece to go inside to inside. So now I'll put some wood glue under there, That'll go exactly there how it's meant to. This piece, which goes there, that'll go there, and there's a back piece that will go just there. So you can see there's just one join there. It's a little dark now, nice and sunny outside. So what I'll do, I'll secure this upright section here into this back piece, and also from the outside into this piece here, and along with the wood glue, make it nice and sturdy, and Bob's your uncle. I knew this damn thing was going to give me some grief. I didn't realise it was going to happen so soon in the project. But it's all trial and error when you don't really know what you're doing and you're going off guesstimations. What we'll do, put the other side on, and it'll start looking like it's taking shape. Oh yeah. Alright, there we go. So I've put the top piece on there, and I gave it a one coat of undercoat. Okay, so we've made some progress on the main instrument panel stand. I've discovered a lot of these cuts that the plans say to make are pretty much needless. I've gone through some material just to make it Airbus quality, I suppose you could say, but I've had to add some supports to be able to join everything together. Now some of these are just temporary. This one up here is just temporary. I've had to make supports here and here for the left side of the MIP and for the centre ECAM main instrument panel. So I've glued my the actual MIP together. So I'm just going to pop it up. Now I've just put some screws there and one over here just to hold it in place. It's obviously not fixed yet, but sorry if I'm moving you all around, I'm holding the camera at the same time. Oh, let's not go be doing that. Alright, just let me pull up a few and I'll be able to talk this through a little bit better. Okay, so that's what we're looking at now at this stage. Now obviously I'm going to have to put screens behind here. I don't have all the instruments or gauges for here, and I don't think I'm going to put them in. I'm going to put my ISIS there, my ECAMs are going to go here, my landing gear over here. So what I'm thinking of doing is just getting one big tablet to cover all of this, and it'll just look like a black screen. These two will be black, obviously that part of the screen will be operational. Or just one tablet to cover both of them and just put a board behind there and paint it accordingly. Okay everyone, so here we are. The MIP centre frame and panel is finally finished, all bar hooking it up and transporting it upstairs to where its final location will be. Now this thing has been a mission and a half, I'll tell you. So I'm just going to point out a few things. So I've added my own subtle little touches. So I've got the sliding keyboard tray here. Now I've got the proper size keyboard. I'm just going to get a shortened version where I don't have the numeric buttons on the right hand side, so that way I'll have more room for my mouse there, but that'll come in handy. I've also gone and I'm just going to come over here a little bit, put some lights underneath the glass shield there, and they're fully adjustable, as in how bright and how dull they can go. So that's on 10% brightness. Change colours as well, just to add a nice little touch to it. Okay, now some things are operational on here and some are 3D printed. So the landing gear, that's all operational by WinWing. Transponder panels down here, 3D printed. I've used a 21.5 inch monitor standing vertically for my eCam vision. Over here I've got the same monitor horizontally right there. I've got my integrated light panel there, that's operational, it's got to be hooked up. My ISIS panel, 3D printed, and a couple of other things as well. I do have to mount my WinWing FCU and left EFIS, and also the warning panel as well, and then she's good to go. That includes the pedal stool, the side stick box, and also this MIP stand. Another thing I did 3D print was the actual panel, MIP panel themselves. Now I bought one from a fella on the Gold Coast, paid some pretty decent coin for it as well, and I tell you, it was shit. If I can be blunt, I was gonna swear even worse, and it was crap. So instead of forking out more money, I went and got a good 3D printer, and it turned out great. Just used a blue-grey filament, and it suits the paint that I bought, the RAL 5014 or 7014 pigeon blue. But anyway, so I hope you've liked the build of this. I'm pretty wrapped with it. Next thing to do is now hook it all up, and the monitors are just mounted on the back using Gorilla Tape. Nothing more, nothing less, and rock solid they are. They're a little dusty now, so they need it clean, but giving them quite a decent push and not budging at all. Because that was a bit of a bugbear for me. How was I going to mount the monitors? But problem solved with thanks to my partner. She used this tape when she was doing some painting in her house. So Vicky, hats off to you, my first officer. I did get the Seacow plate and the other plate made by SL3 Santee Lube. Fantastic job. And also the integrated light panel over there was courtesy of SL3. Anyway, that's it for today. Next video it'll be everything fired up and a whole kit and caboodle, and let's see all my hard work come to life and the sim working. Alright, so as usual, I really appreciate you watching, and if you've liked it, please give the thumbs up, press that like button down below, always goes a long way, it's always much appreciated. See you in the next video.